Hey, welcome to Travel Tuesday Happy Hour, where we interview dope people doing dope things with one thing in common, the love for travel. We have a great guest lined up. Grab a drink, stay tuned. What's going on, travel fam? If you ever thought about starting a podcast, check out Anchor. Anchor is free. Anchor will provide you tools to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor will also distribute your podcast to multiple streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Everything you need right in one app. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
So tell us who you are and what do you do?
Well, my name is Wadria Taylor, and I am an entrepreneur. I wear a lot of different hats as an entrepreneur. I have an event planning and marketing business, Style and Steel, which is a Pittsburgh-based company. I also I'm the founder and creative director of Style Week Pittsburgh, which is an annual multi-day event that showcases fashion, creatives, artists within the fashion industry, and a lot of other things. I'm an Airbnb host. Yeah, like I said, I do a lot of.
So she's really Jamaican. She got like 50
I am
jobs.
Jamaican. Yes.
And so you can't be West Indian without like 55 jobs. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And by the way, can we just pause? Okay, so I heard that this was a happy hour. I have been tuning in. I was hearing the other persons that were on, and I didn't see not one person with a cocktail. Was that false advertising? Like, what's going on?
It wasn't false advertising. I was feeling. Look, it's a matter of people feeling the vibe. I gotta go somewhere after this, so I can't drink. But usually my guests bring a drink, and they get their little sip on. You know what I mean? She got her red stripe. That's what I'm talking about. Lola, she represents the culture.
Cheers.
Hey. So, what got you to traveling in the first place?
Say that again.
What got you to traveling?
You said what brought me into traveling?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose just human nature, right? Like I've always had a desire to see the world. I'm born in Jamaica, and even when I was living in Jamaica, I always enjoyed exploring the island, going to other parishes. I've always enjoyed being in motion. And when we moved to America, that desire just never, it only got more and more, it only ripened, as far as like me desiring to see other places outside of Jamaica. And I'm just very curious about experiencing things. I very much just have an appreciation for trying something, even if it's just one time to experience it. I tend to gravitate towards warmer climates, but honestly, like I said on when you asked to tell for the speakers to tell about ourselves, I'm like, look, even though I love warm climates, I'm that person who I would go to like Alaska, I would go to Antarctica, like just to experience it, like the aurora lights. Like I'm just all about experiencing as much of what's on this planet as possible.
And so, what keeps you traveling? Right now everybody travels for Instagram. Everybody's traveling for work. Well, what drives you to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy that ticket and go tomorrow?
You know what? I'm just seeing like half of your head. I'm not even seeing the top of your head. Go say that again.
I said, what drives you to continue to travel?
What drives me to want to continue to travel? The experience, definitely the experience of just getting on the plane. Like I love everything about traveling. I love packing, like deciding what I'm going to wear when I get to wherever I'm going to. And I must say, I'm an expert packer. I love to travel light. I do not like having to, once the plane lands, going to baggage claim. So I am an expert of packing. When I tell you everything that I need, I could be going away for a week, 2 weeks, and I could pack everything that I need in like one carry-on. So I love the experience. Yeah.
You're going to have some people mad at you in the comments because they're going to say, no, it's not true.
Y'all hit me up. Like y'all do not need. Like I know some people they want to have like five. I like to travel light. So just the whole experience of packing, shopping for the trip, getting on the plane. I love a window seat. I love even when flying, just looking out and seeing the clouds and just being in awe that, wait a minute, like, am I really in a plane right now? Like, how is it that, this plane is like, is flying, like how is this even possible? So flying, traveling, every aspect of it for me, it's just so illuminating. I feel like it's like that childlike nature of just being curious about things is always what keeps me going to wanting to experience things. So even though like right now because of Rona, I know a lot of people like we're not able to move, us travel bus, we're not traveling as much perhaps as we're used to. Like I'm craving to take a trip. But I'm someone who after like as soon as I get the go ahead, like I am booking my ticket and I'm out of here. Okay. I'm out of here.
So where are you trying to go next?
I don't know yet, but I think I want to go home. I haven't been to Jamaica in a while, and my parents recently retired, so I'm itching to go home, and so that's probably the first place I go as soon as this is over. And I'm hearing June 15th is when the airports open back up in Jamaica, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, shit, yeah, that's gonna be a whole bunch. I was supposed to be in Jamaica last month,
Mm.
and that got canceled clearly, and I was sad. I was really sad because it was about to be an epic trip.
Well, it still can.
That,
It still can.
so as you talk about being Jamaican and wanting to go back home, like in the current climate we're in today, it's as if being in our skin is not good enough for the rest for at least domestically, right? Like, how do you feel being a black woman, a Jamaican black woman, traveling around the world, and how do you feel also traveling domestically? Do you feel the same level of safety here as you do abroad, or do you feel safer abroad than you do here?
Honestly, like, wherever I go, even when I'm here abroad, I take the same mindset, which is obviously you always want to exercise common sense, right? No matter where you are, just on a day-to-day basis, we all have to be just aware, right? Aware of our surroundings. For me, in this climate, that perhaps might be heightened in a sense, right? Like I remember in New York with 9/11, like I moved from Jamaica to New York. So for example, I remember 9/11. I remember senior year in high school, literally, we could see the plane. We watched this happen, from my classroom. So I remember like after that experience, just how getting on the train was like I was nervous taking my first flight after 9/11. I was nervous, but like I did it. We all did. So how I'm seeing this as far as just what's happening, as far as discrimination is concerned, what's going on, with we know what's happening right now with the unfortunate horrendous occurrences in the last few days, in the last couple of weeks, in the last few years. So I feel like right now, because of just what's the kind of environment that we're in, it kind of heightens certain concerns. But for me, I believe in just enjoying life. I believe in living, in spite of what's happening. My mindset is always, I'm just trying not to become consumed by what's happening around me. So to respond to what is needed, to do what I can, but to not let it, to not internalize it, not let it consume me, and prevent me from really living. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to negativity, like that is why a lot of this stuff is happening. It's meant to distract us from living. So all we can do is all we can do. So I'm especially looking forward to just, like I said, as soon as this is over, booking my first flight and getting on up out of here.
Hey, I feel you on that. So you mentioned earlier you're a professional packer, right? I usually ask for like a travel tip or give a novice traveler something like give us a secret to your packing one carry-on for a week, 2 week trip. Like you have like nothing but like nothing in it. So like kind of give some people like a tip, tips and tricks. I need some people on here to take some notes. So go ahead.
But I do though. I have a lot of different things. So the key is to roll, not fold. Okay. Hashtag rolled, not fold. All right. That really is. That's number one. You have to roll. You have to be an expert roller, and you roll things into other things. You look at your essentials. So if you're traveling to a warm climate, obviously you're not going to be packing a lot of heavy clothes. You're going to be packing what bathing suits, dresses, fellas trunks, some shorts, some tops. So you want to really plan out like what you're going to be wearing on a day-to-day basis, and try to pack pieces that are versatile. Pack pieces that you're maybe wearing to the beach, but hey, you want to go out at night, go to dinner, you could easily adapt into that type of environment. Ladies always travel with a pashmina. A pashmina is so versatile. First of all, the planes are always cold, right? So a pashmina is going to keep you warm during the flight. When you're on the beach, the pashmina is your sarong. When you want to go out, the pashmina could be your top. The pashmina could be a skirt. It could be a dress. Like,
hey, that's look.
It could be all these different things, and then fellas, same thing. Essential, pack a nice shirt because you might want to go out to a nice dinner, go out to the club or whatever. So pack a really nice shirt. And then pack one pair of pants or slacks or what have you that could be like your dress-up pants or even shorts for going out. So it's really about pre-planning, rolling, not folding. And as far as shoes goes, ladies, you do not need 50 pair of shoes. Like, no. Like, you don't know how many times. And even when I'm telling you, when I'm only packing one bag, I'll still get to where I'm going and come back with stuff that I didn't even wear. So you want to really like look at what you absolutely will need. You cannot wear 10 gazillion pair of shoes. So pick one beach shoe. So one sandal or whatever for the beach, and then pick a dressy shoe, a shoe that could go with every other outfit that you have, that you're packing. So those are some tips. Yeah. Somebody just said 2 footwear max. Yeah. Like 2 is okay. Like 2 is mine. Like, I'll do 2, but for y'all over here, 5, 10, that is ridiculous.
I'm talking about going on a week vacation with 2 suitcases. Don't make no sense.
No,
don't make no sense at all.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And you could be cute. Like, who was it above? No, like, you could, because I'm all about looking cute now. I'm all about, you could look fabulous and look cute. Because I even dress her for the happy hour. I'm like, look, this is a happy hour. I'm gonna dress up.
And I appreciate it. So I wanna end this off with like you just telling us what, because you just told us you're Jamaican. You got like 50 jobs. I had another Jamaican on here. He's all up in the comments, right? Tell us what you got going on, and how people can find you.
Well, obviously, you could find me on my Instagram at IMDWay. You could also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is under my name, Waydrea Taylor, because thankfully, I don't have jobs. I've been able to work for myself for a really long time. I'm a big proponent of just being financially free and just having the freedom to travel, when I want to. And honestly, just being able to share that with other people as well. I think a lot of people have misconceptions about traveling, that they need to be like rolling in some dough, wealthy to be able to travel and have these amazing experiences. So I love being able to show people that, like there is a way, like you can see the world and see, this as much of this great planet that we have. So on my YouTube channel, I share a lot of different tips around entrepreneurship. One of the things I enjoy doing is like as an Airbnb host, I was able to furnish my Airbnb for under $500. And it's like a 3-bedroom. So I love just sharing with other people who are into multiple streams of income. If you're into thrifting, traveling, if you are also an entrepreneur, I love to share my own experiences, what I'm learning along the way in my own journey on my YouTube channel. So subscribe to that. And of course, you could also find me on Facebook.
That's amazing. That's a great way to end off the live. Like the positive energy, tips to save some of us gentlemen's backs when we're traveling with multiple suitcases, and definitely, a place to go. I mean, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, a YouTube channel and all these different.
Oh, please. Atomic Travelers. Oh, please. Oh, please.
But I do want to thank you, and I'm honored to have you on here. Not just because you're a Pitt alum like myself, but because you're a dope person. And, with that said, thank you very much. And everybody on Instagram, I love y'all for keep tuning in each week. And IG will be shutting me down very shortly. So take a drink for me, take a drink for you, and take a drink just, enjoy life, man. Like Wager said, life is too short to dwell on the things that we can't fully control. So live your life and stay safe, everybody. Peace.
Another dope conversation. Keep traveling and stay safe. Until next time, peace.